Also, do not watch Human Centipede on another Munich-bound train.
Why?
Because Amanda's done it.
I've done it!
Why won't you watch Human Centipede?
Have you never seen Human Centipede?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's set in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to Germany. I was terrified to talk to anyone. I didn't want to be a part of the Human Centipede project.
Why not? Maybe they made you. Maybe they made you the first person.
I wouldn't mind being the first person. Get to fuck the other two. So, these are two pretty significant elephants in the room, nah? Why aren't these being brought up? Because we can't ignore them as a part of history. Why aren't they being brought up?
Touchy subjects.
No!
Really?
That's probably why.
Well, okay, and this is probably the answer, and I'm making a complete speculation. There's one of two reasons. One, either he's going to animate this out, and it's going to be entirely too serious. Like, they made, America's closet cleaning, and oh god, they made the Revolutionary War, like, my heart hurt. I cried. Or they would try to make it funny, and you can't do that. You can't do that. Short of that one video that has the atomic bomb hitting, and they have What a Wonderful World playing in the background, and it like syncs up beautifully in like the most fucked up, debaucherous way, and just like. So, Melina's like, oh god. So yeah, those are touchy subjects. Let's not talk about those ever again. Or maybe later. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling. So,
I kind of want to watch America's closet cleaning episode now.
I wept like a bitch.
It's split up into pieces.
Like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 episodes of America's Closet Cleaning.
Yeah, because it's like a little clip here, and then it'll.
Yeah, they never actually show an entire episode of America's Closet Cleaning.
That got me a little annoyed, but I'm like, just show the thing.
Oh, and the English got on my nerves, though. I'm sorry. The English.
Japan.
Anyways. So, alternate history and sci-fi, that main concern is sci-fi is bad at history of not explaining things. So I think of Gundam. Does Gundam really ever explain why we're kind of floating around in space? Not really. Just kind of deal with it.
Some of them do.
So, well, and the ones that do tend to
does.
suck. Huh?
Double O does a little.
And it sucks. The ones that try to explain tend to suck. So think of, I'm trying to think of a good one.
Cowboy Bebop.
Bebop explains. Bebop explains that humans destroyed Earth, so we had to go find other planets to chill at. So Bebop flat out explains.
Joseph? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. And then of course, let's touch back on fantasy. So, fantasy being a catch-all. What exactly does that mean?
It means anything can be considered fantasy.
Anything left up to the imagination.
Can something be both fantasy and alternate history?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Examples?
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, I had a little bit less of a perfect answer. Inuyasha Desu?
No. It's completely in the realm of reality.
You know, in Japan, there were hot demons running around.
Yeah.
Totally! Amber, again, do we have anything to substantiate these claims? Obviously, the Japanese were far more advanced than we ever expected.
I don't know, we've yet to dig up the half demon skeleton. Sorry.
And I know, those soft tissues, don't really retain well in the, process of decomposition.
Actually, even if there were, there wouldn't be any evidence of the skeleton. Like the ears.
Exactly, like those wouldn't survive. Anyway, so Inuyasha could be alive. Dead.
Somewhere.
No, somewhere.
And hiding.
Let's go find him. Like the mythical strawberry bush. Let's go find that. We'll go look for Inuyasha simultaneously. Sound like fun? Woohoo! Going on Demon Safari.
You need the big guns for this.
Demon Safari. Who was with us on Saturday? That's right, like none of you. Who's seen episode 2 of Black Butler? Who remembers the field phone? Let's bring that up one more time. Now, when I say field phone, that's something that's typical. And again, history person, I'm going to rely on you a lot. Since it's alternate history, we'll just deal with it. Now, have you heard the term field phone?
Yes.
When was it used? Civil War-ish, sort of? Okay, now a field phone being used in Victorian England,
No.
in a car,
No.
a car in general. History Channel and them verifying or disproving.
Yeah, probably, yes. And aliens gave them
Aliens!
technology.
Oh, no, it was demons, obviously. Sebastian brought the car so we could use that as for dramatic car chase. Obviously.
the Italians get it?
I don't know.
Then we'll blame Claude.
Yeah, because apparently they live in the same
Obviously, they live in the same house, too. Bubbles! So, the field phone. Where do you think the field phone came from? I want to hear y'all's theories.
Bubbles.
Bubbles did not create the field phone.
You all know my theory.
Our author just
That's my theory.
She got me.
Aliens.
Aliens is a pretty good theory.
Aliens is a pretty good theory. Norton, what the fudge cake? Go away. You obscure Francis.
either demons
What?
or our creator just didn't care. Didn't know, didn't care.
It's helps the storyline, probably. So.
Yes, because it makes it so much
Okay.
Continue
So
to put it out
as
there.
a writer, I'm going to set a series in pre-revolutionary France. Okay? Because I want to. I want aristocracy. I want pretty parties and gowns and bright colors. Okay? So, pre-revolutionary France. Can I throw in, I don't know, an AK-47?
Or a dinosaur.
Yes.
Can you throw in a dinosaur?
You know, can my main character come riding in on a Triceratops?
Well, if you wanted to.
Did the dinosaurs die out in your world?
Is there any purpose behind the dinosaur?
You all are thinking too much. That comes into a very, very key point. When does creativity allow you to fuck with time and space? Where is that fine line between this is creative and this is a plot device? Because you're at the phone, Sebastian would never have known. And CL would have
Fantasy.
been. What? So?
That's the key thing. It's fantasy.
But my question is, where is that break between being creative and just being mad? Because there is a barrier there. There is. It's just, at what point does it breach? And, you know, like through osmosis, you know, some creativity can flow into madness. And, you know, some madness can flow into creativity. Yes, I just use osmosis properly. Don't judge me. So at what, you know, point do these things breach? When can I start, you know, having, you know, triceratopses and velociraptors roaming through, you know, pre-revolutionary France?
When you explain to them why they're there.
So explanation's all that you need?
Well, if you say that dinosaurs didn't die out in your
But then
story.
wouldn't that change the rest of the historical timeline? Because dinosaurs are pretty apex predators, aren't they? I mean, I'm pretty sure you have Tyrannosaurus Rex plus you aren't going to win.
Humans wouldn't be the dominant species. Dinosaurs still existed.
We wouldn't, yeah.
Dinosaurs would be having parties the humans would be serving
You know,
the
like-
dinosaurs.
No, humans would be hors d'oeuvres.
Touche.
So, is just explanation enough? You guys have seen enough anime where just fucked up things happen? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooey cooey.
They explain them.
In his explanation,
Explain them
every
in a way that kind of makes sense. Has to kind of make sense.
Has to.
Then you can't really explain a dinosaur walking around. And
But it's creative, isn't it? This was my work. This is my idea. Obviously, Sebastian knew that field, and otherwise CL would never have been found.
Yeah.
Being an anthropologist, it's all relative. Just depends.
It's all relative. It doesn't matter. I want you guys to think on these things, because as your anime careers extend, you're going to find crazier and like Fooly Cooly. Why is all this happening? What is the point of all this? And then in the midst of this nonsense, there's actually a legitimate plot hiding somewhere. That in itself can kind of be an alternate history, but that's more of a mecha sci-fi kind of thing. Yeah, it's more of a mecha sci-fi-y sort of. I love Fooly Cooly, we just haven't had a good reason to watch it. Is that really a good genre day for that? Like, how do you lead into? Okay, kids, we're gonna watch FLCL now. That's not really it's really a strong tie-in for that, is there?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
I mean,
Coming of age, yes, coming of age. Now, let's go back to theme because we didn't really touch on that. What are we gonna see in your alternate history series?
I heard Ren singing.
Hmm?
My phone was ringing. Yes.
What are we gonna see in these?
Depends partially on when the alternate history is set.
Okay, fine, damn it. I'll give you a time period. Let's stick with the original. The year is 1939.
War.
Yeah. That's nice. That's fun. Thank you.
We should get some effects.
We really need them. What else? Really? Really? I gave you all World War II and you give me war. I'm giving you a virgin laid out, and you have sat there and you gave her a cup of tea. I want smut, damn it, to file this virgin. Now, what else is going on?
Atomic bombs.
That's not a thing, that is action. Hello? Family tension, maybe? You know, the breaking up of families because of the war. We have fighting, which is different than war. We have
Drama.
Anyways, what else? Just... I was afraid myself briefly. What else, kids? I heard change. I like that. How about social issues?
Corrupt government.
Or how about just government in general, nah? Now, we have writers and we have artists in this organization, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Writers, raise hand. Artists? Yeah. Why would you choose to make an alternate history? Why would you decide to do something differently?
The what if, like,
What if it happened this way? How would it
Yeah.
unfold?
Is the what if phenomenon really it though?
A passion for this particular time period, perhaps?
And this is no right or wrong. I'm just curious because I've never really written an alternate history. I've never had time to decide to assault another time period.
Yeah, I haven't
Just
written an
falsehood?
alternate history either.
I've never had time to just assault another time period with just falsity. So
I don't know if any of us have actually done
none of you have
alternate
written your own
history.
alternate histories. Never? Kind of. Well, what happened?
Um,
Don't worry, we'll copyright all, so no one will steal your work.
okay, FMA, Roy made a cross, and, let's see, he lost his eyesight. Like at the end of the Shambhala movie,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted another ending, so I'm like, yeah, what if this happens?
Oh. Yeah, there is something else that we can consider alternate history is the beauty of the crossover. We talked about this briefly in the writing workshop, and I think I told you I cannot stand crossovers because you get series that just don't cross over well that people will still do.
Like Pokemon running around in Fullmetal Alchemist world.
That actually is pretty adorable.
That one.
That's a lot of fun.
We're
That's
talking
on.
about people
Well,
like the
that is
Twilighters.
until like someone
We're talking
does
like
grabs the Magnemite and transforms it into a sword. Like the poor Magnemite is dying.
That's why it sounds epic. I mean, Pokemon are raw materials. I mean, they're just basically retarded chimeras, so that just sounds epic.
It does.
Now you see what Travis faces every day.
So we're talking like
Am I on?
say Sailor
Yes.
Moon and
Why
Dragon
am I
Ball
in the
Z
shot?
should not cross.
Because you keep having conversations, so it works.
Just deal with it. You made her recluse away.